Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
And great to have you with us. 888-900-3393, Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Things continue to heat up in Los Angeles. President Trump deployed 700 Marines to Los Angeles. Roughly. They've been ordered there to protect federal buildings and officials that are in Los Angeles because this thing doesn't seem to be slowing down. In fact, quite the opposite. It seems to be getting worse. DOD military personnel on this mission are protecting property and personnel, according to Air Force Captain Mayrim Morales, who's a NORTHCOM spokesperson. They're providing support to prevent the destruction or defacement of federal government property, including crowd control and establishment of security perimeters. These personnel are also protecting federal officials from harm or threat of bodily injury. So it's important for them to explain this because they'll be screaming, "Posse Comitatus!" Can't use U.S. military troops against U.S. citizens. So Marines there now. National Guard's troops are there. He already federalized 2,100 members of the California National Guard to help with the control of crowds and the fact that looting is happening. I mean, wow. How is this an excuse to start breaking into people's businesses and stealing what's not yours? It's hard to understand, isn't it? But apparently the looting and the violence have increased. 42 arrests were made on Sunday, and I think even more yesterday. And mass looting broke out as police received reports from businesses being broken into and looted on social media. Business owners are reporting stores being looted in the area of 6th Street and Broadway. Officers were en route to that location to investigate. A YouTuber was able to capture some footage of a shoe store getting looted. In another instance, a T-Mobile store got looted, and it just continues. It just goes on and on and on.
Nothing says stop deporting these undocumented immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
Like
more than taking stuff from a T-Mobile store?
A T-Mobile and Nike store.
Yeah. Or destroying a 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Yeah. It makes a lot of sense when you think about it.
Sure are a lot of military-aged men I'm seeing out in the streets. Wonder where they came from.
Mm-hmm. You might remember this guy from Sunday night waving the Mexican flag on top of a burning vehicle.
There we go. There's the symbol of the resistance.
Jeez. Okay, that's a bad symbol for your resistance. It seems to me. Oh, and then there's another one. That's great. Standing in the middle of chaos, bedlam, and arson.
What is that, Honduras? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's Colombia. Colombia and Mexico.
Let me look that up.
All right.
Tick, 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 tick. Yep, another third world hole. Okay, whatever.
Uh-huh. And yesterday was day 4 of the protests in Los Angeles. Looked a little bit like this.
Shame.
Do people have jobs?
Shame. Yeah, they're paid by George Soros and this Indivisible group.
A lot of people wearing masks for the left having such a problem with ICE officials and ICE officers wearing masks. Interesting.
Isn't it?
Yeah. That's another do as I say, not as I do kind of thing.
Absolutely.
A local ABC News reporter described the scene yesterday this way.
Large group of people. It could turn very volatile if you move law enforcement in there in the wrong way and turn what is just a bunch of people having fun watching cars burn into a massive confrontation and altercation between officers and demonstrators.
That is
having fun, Pat.
There's just a bunch of people having fun watching cars burn.
Yeah. You got it.
Can you imagine? It's just a bunch of people standing around watching cars burn. It's just, that's fun.
Do you not have fun
that's
watching
good, clean
cars
fun.
burn?
Oh, it's fun.
I love that. That's what
Crazy
I did on vacation.
Fun. Did you?
cars burn.
Oh, okay.
It was great fun.
But no police officers intervened, I hope.
No.
Good.
No, because I was having fun.
Now, were you having fun with the big pallets of bricks and rocks?
Bricks. You know, it got a little.
Oh, when you throw those at police officers, that's got to be really fun.
They like that, Chris. You should try it.
They like it.
I heard that when you see a police officer in a car burning, you have to throw some form of a projectile.
Oh.
It's a rule.
State law or federal? Must be federal.
It's a world rule.
Wow.
It's like that kind of rule.
Oh, okay. That's pretty big. So you just were having some fun.
I was having fun watching cars burn.
Did you have any fun like breaking into a 7-Eleven that was closed?
So there wasn't a 7-Eleven, but I did break into a Buc-ee's.
Oh, good.
Because they have the best fudge.
Now,
and I just wanted some fudge for justice.
There was a anti-ICE protest in Dallas yesterday where there was an arrest, at least one. Were you a part of that, Chris?
No, I decided to be part of the one in Houston.
Okay.
Yeah, Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Because this stuff's spreading, and it's coming to a city near you on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I believe there was a map. I'll try to find it. There's a map of all the spontaneous protesting that are going to be happening.
Put the side by side of the guy and girl. We got that picture?
Oh, yes, we do.
We got the organizers of this.
The organizers, yes.
This is the Indivisible group who are sponsoring the No
Picture
Kings.
8, yes.
Yeah, the No Kings, because it's they're calling out
resist, run, win. That's their thing. See the sign in the back?
Oh yeah, good
resist,
catch.
Run, win.
Well, resist and persist too. They really like that word resist.
Persist is a good one.
But the No Kings thing is a call to Trump.
Nothing says
pathetic.
super couple than a guy wearing socks for a picture like that.
Like the rainbow socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing. So that's Trump's birthday
Power
Saturday,
couple.
as well as Flag Day, but apparently it's also burn the nearest large city
to the ground.
To the ground.
Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Day.
Also, John Fetterman injected just a little bit of common sense into this. He tweeted out, I unapologetically stand for free speech, peaceful demonstrations, and immigration, but this is not that. This is anarchy and true chaos. My party loses the moral high ground, which, by the way, John, they never had, when we refuse to condemn setting cars on fire, destroying buildings, and assaulting law enforcement.
Wow.
That's your reset.
Yep.
I think
he's the only one that I've seen in the Democrat Party that's trying to bring a little calm to this chaos. It's despicable how they just, these people are mad. It's the only outlet they have. What do you want them to do? It's all pent up frustration. They're just trying to stop people from being deported. Yeah, so they're really nice people too are being deported. Like the mass shooter at that graduation party a few months ago. He's just one of the illegals that were rounded up in Los Angeles.
Oh.
Yeah. Chong Chan Fan, 49, was among the dozens of illegal immigrants ICE arrested in Los Angeles in a series of raids. Fan is a killer convicted of second-degree murder after he was kicked out of L.A. County High School graduation party in 1994. He returned with his gang member cronies and fired a semi-automatic rifle into a crowd of 30 people, killing 2 teens and wounding 7 others. Another criminal arrested in the weekend raids was 55-year-old Rolando Veneracion Enriquez from the Philippines, who was sentenced to 37 years in prison for assault with intent to commit rape, sexual penetration with a foreign object, and that happened in Pomona, California. Just a couple of the really nice guys that should be allowed to stay here.
Yeah.
Right?
There's a whole bunch of them that are getting rounded up here. That,
leave them alone.
Yeah, this is who they're defending. When you see L.A. burned to the ground, these are the individuals that they're screaming about. They want staying here.
And you hate them. Why? Because their name's not Smith or Jones? Yeah. I think we stumbled onto it right there. They've got strange names, like a funny last name like Barack Obama used to say all the time. And so we hate them. We just automatically hate them. Erwin Uriel Castro, a Mexican national previously deported from the U.S., was arrested in Los Angeles over the weekend. He has criminal convictions for being armed with a dangerous weapon and child molestation. He was also arrested for robbery and domestic violence. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Another Mexican national, Miguel Angel Palafox Montes, has been deported twice already, according to the White House. His past criminal convictions for grand theft, narcotics violations, and identity theft. Identity theft from an illegal alien?
No way.
How unusual.
No.
How unusual.
They don't do that. They don't do that.
Next, you're going to be telling me there's tax evasion involved, too. Huh. Palafox Montes has also been arrested for battery and burglary. Nicaraguan. Thank you. He's probably from Manila, Nicaragua. Anastasio Enrique Solis Salinas. Too many names. Okay? Too many names. Pick one, bro. Just pick one, maybe two tops. He has convictions for hit and run and domestic violence, in addition to past arrests for willful cruelty to a child. Not enough of that going on in this country. Keep him here. Rafael Gomez Sanchez, a Mexican national, has criminal convictions for vehicular manslaughter. He also has convictions for domestic violence and hit and run, and also has been convicted for willful cruelty to a child. Now,
So a family man.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
So a family man.
Yeah. Yeah. These are all family men along the lines of Maryland Man, who we all know was a tremendous sainted family man. And he, by the way, is back in the U.S. to stand trial.
I wonder how that's going.
I don't know, but we need to keep an eye on that because thank goodness he's finally home.
He wants to be, I guarantee you he wants to be convicted so that he can spend 10 years in prison.
In the U.S. instead of
prison.
El Salvador. Yeah.
That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, what a mess, man. What a mess. And hold on, this Rachel Bavard had a great point about the Washington Post. Anyway, she was commenting on a Washington Post article, but she reminds us that you remember when Ron DeSantis flew 50 migrants to Martha's Vineyard in 2022? Massachusetts activated the National Guard for 50 migrants.
Oh my gosh.
And then within 44 hours of their arrival, they were shipped to a military base. Now, Trump's trying to bring law and order, and the left and the Washington Post, as she points out, is freaking out as these migrants are actually destroying an American city. Mm-hmm. But if they're on Martha's Vineyard, just kind of hanging out, oh no, we got to send in the National Guard for that.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, the hypocrite.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. If you've turned on the TV at all, you've seen so many examples of what's happening in Los Angeles, and they're trying to say that it's mostly peaceful. Still, as we pointed out yesterday, it's mostly peaceful. There is widespread looting going on. They just showed this morning. They were showing hundreds of people coming out of some business that they just completely cleaned out, busted all the floor-to-ceiling windows and doors in the business, and then just went inside, helped themselves to everything, and left. Oh, while carrying Mexican flags, of course. You got to celebrate Mexico while you're doing that in Los Angeles, California.
As Kristi Noem has labeled Karen Bass, the mayor of L.A., a train wreck of a mayor who has turned L.A. into a city of criminals. And that is a fact. And City of Criminals would be a great band name, by the way.
Okay.
Point that out.
Also, Maxine Waters claimed yesterday that no violence took place in Los Angeles. There was no violence.
Wait, what?
I mean, she's our Baghdad Bob 2025.
No any trace, no any existence to the American troops or British troops in Baghdad at all.
There's no Americans in Baghdad at all. No Americans in Baghdad. And there was no violence in Los Angeles at all. No violence. Jeez. So that's pretty tough to carry out reasonably the claim that there was no violence when we see all of the evidence every day, all day on video. So I don't know how that's going to work out for her, but it just shows that they're completely out of touch with reality. The Democrats have completely checked out.
So what you're saying, Pat, this guy on top of the car, that's not violent.
No.
And the car burning.
Well, he's not doing anything violent to anybody, is he? Yeah. He's just standing there on top of a car, burned out husk.
Make a point here.
There is a fire behind him, but he didn't do that, I'm sure. I'm sure somebody else. And is it violent to start a fire?
No. Well, not if you do it for fun.
Trying to stay warm.
Yeah, or roast some marshmallows out in the street.
Yes.
And look at this one. Jeez. I've seen rows and rows of cars on fire, just burning husks now.
And like you guys said, that is Iraq, right? Los Angeles, Iraq?
Right. Los Angeles, Iraq.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. 888-900-3393. You know, all the economic things that President Trump, he's done so many good things in so many different ways. Inflation is virtually non-existent. If you get under 3% inflation, that's considered pretty much zero inflation. And I think last I heard it was something like 2.3%. He's done that. Stock markets have rebounded. Things are going really well as far as the economy is concerned. And he's trying to get this thing done really fast and bring down all the prices that had gone skyrocketing out of control under Biden. But when you're trying to right the country, it can be difficult sometimes. There's some headwinds, and you've got the other side of this equation fighting against you every step of the way. So thousands of Americans now are looking for alternatives. They're buying gold from Birch Gold because in the past 12 months, the value of gold has increased by 30%. Central banks are buying gold in record quantities, so demand doesn't seem to be subsiding at all. The Rio reset is coming, where the BRICS nations are looking to eliminate the U.S. dollar, unseat it as the global currency. But you can find peace of mind in gold. Birch Gold makes it extremely easy to convert an existing IRA or a 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold, or you could even buy some to store in your home safe. Whatever you want to do, just text my name, Pat, to 989898. Birch Gold will send you a free info kit on gold. There's no obligation. Just really great information. Look through it, and if it's right for you, then get in touch with them. Just text Pat to 989898. They've got an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, tens of thousands of happy customers. So take control of your savings today. Text my name, Pat, to the number 989898.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
All right. So on Saturday, they intend to take these spontaneous protests nationwide.
Grassroots, Pat.
Grassroots, spontaneous. Everybody's just pissed off all at the same time, right? And they all just decide, hey, you know what?
Yes.
It's time for me to loot a T-Mobile store.
Thank you.
I need to take some Slurpees and some pain meds out of a 7-Eleven.
Yes.
After I smash the windows, of course, to gain access to it.
Duh, how's he going to get in?
Obviously.
The door's locked.
Right.
You expect them to be open at midnight?
Not when it's 2 in the morning. No. They're going to be closed. Well, some are. There's a lot of 24-hour 7-Elevens, but...
Man, just looking at Dallas alone, and I don't know how many of these are going to take off. Some of these may be real small, but just Metro Dallas, we got about 10 or so planned.
Look at that.
For Saturday? This is all Saturday?
This is all Saturday, yeah.
Okay.
Like if you click on them, yeah.
Like what's the closest one to us?
Can you always repeat to that one?
Biggest one.
Yeah, find one near us.
It's going to be, I don't know that it just has.
Somebody sent me a great hat to wear at my.
Yes, you should wear either or hat, Pat.
Yeah. Dominique Francia.
Yeah.
Sent me a great Gulf of America Trump hat. and I can wear that to the protest this weekend.
Gulf of America Trump
yeah.
hat. Okay.
Yeah, isn't that nice? Oh, and
Oh no, this is the one you wear.
That's
this is
the one
Trump
that you
2028.
You put that on, Pat. You'll be the talk of the town.
I'll be a big hit at the
You be a
protest. I'll tell you
great
that.
hit.
Get
Pat.
yourself one of them little handheld little microphones, mini
Yes.
microphones.
Right.
Walk
You
around,
have it. You have your
wear
mic.
that.
I
Yep.
got you a mic.
That's
You're all
right.
set.
Yes, thank you.
So Arlington Courthouse at 10 a.m. Saturday. You
I'll
could
be
show
there.
up with that,
I'll be there.
Okay.
or you could be at the.
Arlington's a little bit far. I don't want to go that far.
Okay,
out of
how
my
about
way.
the Burke Burnett Park in Fort Worth?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
It's a
It depends
park.
on where in Fort Worth that is.
No, down in the middle, right down.
Oh,
By the way, I have badmouthed Fort Worth many times on this show, but we went to the Stockyards over the weekend.
And?
I've never gone down to the Stockyards.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I've been on the outskirts of the Stockyards, but I've never taken the time
Wow.
until this weekend
Okay.
to physically walk through the Stockyards and really check it out. It's amazing.
Yes, it is.
It's great.
That's where you find me every Thursday night.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I was really impressed.
we supposed to-
Honestly, I was very impressed. It's like Disney Springs in Orlando,
But better.
except the cowboy version.
Yeah.
Hold on. Three quick questions. Number one, how was your drive into the Stockyards? How were the roads?
They were all broken up and like
checking, just
like a
checking.
war had happened
It
there,
was-
and bombs had been
yeah.
dropped
Okay.
every step of the way.
Potholes.
That's question one. Question two is, have you considered going back when it's 105 degrees and tell me what you think about the Stockyards?
Well, it was pretty hot when we were there. It was probably 90, but
And number three, were we supposed to ask a follow-up of the Territorian? I'm down there every Thursday night. What is that? What,
PBR, bro. That's when they do their showcase.
Oh, all right.
Every Thursday night, they do their showcase at the Stockyards.
pro bull riding,
Professional
professional
riding.
bull riding.
When are
or
you taking
pro.
us down there, man?
Whenever you guys want.
Okay, really? You're there every Thursday?
Every Thursday, I have standing tickets waiting for me.
I thought you were going to say you were at Billy Bob's every
Oh,
Thursday
I
night.
try to go to Billy Bob, but that's too girly for me.
That's a bar where they do country line dancing and all sorts of
Yes,
stuff.
because the wife loves line dancing.
Isn't it one of the biggest bars in the world? It's like a
so. I
massive
think so, yes.
place. Yeah, it's
Yeah, my
kinda
wife
cool.
loves line dancing. So.
But I was really impressed. It was
Cool.
It's like a combination between the Riverwalk and Disney Springs.
Yes.
It's really, really very
But
cool.
about
you get
20
to-
minutes from our
you
house
get-
instead of a flight.
right.
Did you get to see the Longhorns in the street?
I
there?
did.
All right.
You
did.
did get to see the show?
Yeah.
Did
Well,
you-
I didn't see the show, but they had a Longhorn out. People were they settled it up and were having people get on it.
Oh,
and
those
then you
are
could have
scam
a
artists.
picture taken
Those
with
are
it.
scam artists,
Are
Pat
they?
Gray.
Are they scam
they
artists?
charge you like an arm and a leg for you
Yeah.
to look at the stupid Longhorn.
That I was not interested in doing,
No.
but it was interesting that people were actually
They were,
involving themselves in it.
yes.
Some chick got bucked off of like a big whatever, steer down there.
Oh, did you get hurt?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. She
like,
landed flat
seriously?
on the concrete. Yeah.
Ooh.
Like we felt the concrete. Like we
Dang.
were.
Oh, no.
Oh, you were there when it happened?
Yeah. Our backs were turned, and we turned around. And we're like, oh, no, that's not good.
So I hope there's no protests at the Stockyards. We were actually looking for a place for a storefront for
Okay, so that was,
Kexi.
I wanted to ask, but I didn't want to.
Really hard. A lot of people
That's
are
a lot.
in a waiting on a waiting list to get in there and have the privilege of paying them $10,000 a month to,
I'm sorry.
or whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
It's a fortune.
Wow.
It's a fortune. So anyway,
It's over 3 miles from the Stockyards to where this Fort Worth protest will be on Saturday.
Okay.
So, I mean, unless
So
you're
that's too
paying
far for 'em.
extra for these slackers to go and burn things down, I mean, are they going to hike 3 miles?
I hope not.
within-
Here's the thing that's
Hope not.
protected by cowboys. I don't think they're going to mess with that area.
Yeah, if how many PlayStations are going to pass on the way?
Yeah.
Going to be
Fair.
distracted
Right.
before
Yeah.
they get to the
Yes.
Stockyards.
Sure. They don't want to be looting cowboy stores, you know.
Or you want them to get a new hat and a leather boot?
And I will say this: the smell of leather is
It's
definitely
everywhere,
fills
Pat.
the air in the
And
Stockyards.
poop. Leather and poop.
Leather and horse poop. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, so
that's,
good.
That's the new Chamber of Commerce. Fort Worth, leather and horse poop. Come on down, y'all.
Welcome to Cowtown.
Another band name, Keith.
Another
Oh,
good
yeah.
band. Okay.
All right. So the Indivisible group, anyway, are pushing
Oh,
the
yeah.
No Kings movement. And was that the leather? I mean, Leah and Ezra Levin that we just showed. Was that those two?
Yeah, the No Kings. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, those two amazing people.
Those two amazing people that we already showed
Patriots. But also, Pat, I want to introduce to you a guy by the name Jack. He used to run the account LA Scanner. And he was the one who was sending the activities during the Los Angeles raid. And he got a little upset, Pat, because...
Because what does he do? He posts...
Hey,
ICE is raiding the
ICE is raiding
whatever.
here, and in the locations where they were, show up. But then all of a sudden he said that, wait. I recently discovered several posts containing my family's name and my home address. This is unacceptable. So then he apologized.
And he says he's legally entitled to use deadly force.
Yes.
When law enforcement shows up? No.
So then he apologized. He says, I shouldn't have done this.
You think?
I'm contacting police the police. I'm going to cooperate. I'm begging you, please don't stop doxing me. Someone has already come to... Which, by the way, we do not dox people, even if they're wrong. So please don't dox people. Then he decided to create a new account.
Okay.
And then says, I want to be absolutely clear. I've done nothing wrong.
Well, if he says he's done nothing wrong, then
move on.
You know that's true.
Okay, then I'm not.
Right? You wouldn't say it if it weren't true.
But then he kind of goes, as it says, what is happening is wrong, is dangerous to him, and he needs to stop. I'm pleading with everyone, please stop. My family does not deserve this. No one families deserve this. But then he created another account, LA Scanner 2.
Oh, my gosh. From pursuits all the way to when your taxes are due, I've got you covered with the news, Los Angeles, a division of Night Sun TV.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so LA Scanner is back on the
back
on the case.
Back on the case. But please don't dox him. He can dox
him.
The ICE agents.
It's fine if he does that.
Yes.
But he doesn't want you to do that to him.
No. And during the you can put a picture of our friend Jack Quillin. They also found some criminal history on Jack.
No. What a surprise.
Yes.
Really? This man?
Yeah, this man right here, Pat.
No. The criminal history is he's got that stupid microphone.
Well, yes, that too. But
which is worse, though? Holding the little teeny lava mic or this?
This.
Because that's going to give him bacon collar.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. I hate that so much.
So his criminal history, according to the person that found his criminal history, is felony conviction of stalking.
Wow.
Oh, that checks out.
Was he stalking a woman?
I don't know much.
Okay.
But then once Insider Wire posted his felony conviction, he said, remove that post about me immediately.
But wait, I thought we were all about public records and where our tax dollars are being spent.
No, but it's about him. You can't do anything about him.
Oh, okay. It's fine if you do ICE agents.
ICE agents or
but not
LA.
Not him.
But not him.
Okay.
So I heard Dr. Phil was hanging out with ICE. It wouldn't be the first time, but he was a part of that the raid that really set all this off, right?
In Los Angeles?
Yeah. So
because he lives here now, right?
He sure does.
Yeah.
He also did it in Chicago. Also, he went to the ICE raids with Tom Homan as well.
He loves this stuff.
He loves going to the ICE raids.
So
Dr. Phil, remember because when we showed the video and the guy goes, "Wait, you're Dr. Phil."
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for telling me. I forgot for a minute who I was. So appreciate the reminder there.
For a guy who takes a helicopter about 2 miles from the airport
let's not
to
start
work,
this again.
He really gets around.
This guy, I know his flight route and everything. That guy, every morning, black helicopter, lands.
You and Jack have something in common. Stalkers.
Oh yeah, you're stalking somebody.
Well, it's public knowledge, right? It's not like I saved his tail number.
Oh no, that means he did.
Probably. Yeah, don't dox Dr. Phil.
Oh no, I'm not doxing him.
Good. Okay, and don't dox the LA Scanner guy.
Oh no, Jack Quillin. No.
Yeah, don't do it because he doesn't deserve that, and neither does. And actually, nobody does. Please don't dox anybody.
No, that's not cool.
Don't swat them. Don't dox them. These are dangerous activities that even if you're really pissed off at somebody, don't do it. Okay? All right. Well, good. Then
we fix it? Did we fix
on that? We fixed it. Yeah, we fixed it.
How long do you think this is going to last in L.A.? Probably, long? At least get us to
summertime?
Saturday.
Well, yeah, summer.
So that they can...
Summertime.
July.
Hey, look,
I think we got a summer of hell on the way, unfortunately. 888-900-3393.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Got some tweets here. Dirty Mule tweets, note to self, next time I have a family picnic, have someone pick up a burning car for the backyard fun.
Thank you.
Right.
Yes.
Just a bunch of people having fun.
But make sure it's
watching
a cop
cars
car.
burn.
It has to be a cop car.
Okay.
In order to be the correct fun.
In order to be really, really fun. Yeah. You don't want it to be your own car,
No.
I'm guessing.
No.
I don't want my car to burn, but it'd be a really good time to watch other people's cars or a police officer's car.
Yeah. Do you put some
burning.
wood chips on it, kind of?
Yeah, just help it along.
A little bit?
Kindle,
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. But has Gwen Walls shown up in L.A. yet? We know how much she loves burning tires and whatnot. Remember that?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Gwen Walls? Oh, yes, I do remember. Yeah. She opened the windows to get the smell of the burn in her nostrils because it was so fun. So much fun.
It brought her back memories.
That's right. Oh, my gosh. You can't make this stuff up.
No.
Gen X kid. Pat, are you having flashbacks to the mean streets of Helena? Seeing these videos from L.A.? Yeah, you know it. You know it. How much fun did you have watching cars burn back then? Not quite as much as now, frankly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more fun now.
Nostalgia.
From Bob Loblaw, one thing we're all learning this past week is that the United States is the favorite to win gold in the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics in both the urban rioting and looting events. Okay? Yeah, I'd say we are the favorite right now. Did you see that a federal judge, if you're like a college sports fan, it finally happened. The federal judge finally approved that NCAA settlement. NCAA got sued because they weren't paying people all along, I guess. I don't know. $2.8 billion is going to be distributed to past athletes. But anyway, now schools, the colleges themselves, not just the collectives that they have for the name, image, and likeness money that they're already getting. Now schools can directly pay their athletes $20.5 million a year. They don't have to, but you can opt in or opt out of these payments. But I think all the Power 4 schools have opted in. I don't know how you'd compete, really, in sports unless you're doing it. So if you don't want to pay or you can't afford to pay your athletes, you can probably forget about being competitive.
So, I mean, it's effectively professional sports now.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Now it's official.
Yes, it is. That's right. And that, again, that's separate from the NIL money that the athletes are already getting.
Those are sponsors and boosters and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you can offer as many scholarships as you want now, up to the limit of 105. So you can only have 105 on your football team. And you can give them all scholarships if you want. The limit before was 85. So that's increased by 20. So it's going to be expensive. It's going to be expensive to be competitive. I mean, think about all the things colleges have to do now. They've got to upgrade their facilities, which have to be state of the art now, or you're going to be left behind. There's more assistant coaches, more advisors, more trainers, nutritionists, general managers now to keep track of all of this. Head coaches are making a fortune. In fact, at BYU, they just extended our basketball coach, Kevin Young, after 1 year of a 7-year deal. And that deal was reportedly $30 million or $4.2 million a year. But apparently the Phoenix Suns tried to rehire him. He was an assistant coach. They wanted him for the head coach. And the rumor is that they offered him $10 to $14 million a year. But he stayed with BYU, thankfully.
So is there any fancy learning still happening at these schools?
No.
Or is it just strictly now a sports
You don't even have to attend class anymore.
Holy crap.
So why even bother going to college?
Why even bother?
Going to pay you.
Well, they have to in football because you can't go directly from both sports, football and basketball. You can't go directly from high school to college. I mean, from high school to professional, to the NBA or the NFL.
And that's a rule?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, really expensive, though. I mean, the world has changed so much. College sports aren't college sports anymore. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works out, or if it works out. Lots more changes coming, too, because the SEC and the Big Ten just want to run everything. And they only want their teams to be eligible for playoffs.
Oh, well, that's gay.
Yeah, it's...
Like, what the heck?
Okay.
Why do you want to run everything?
That is your favorite expression, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we noticed that yesterday when we went through the bingo card.
Oh, what?
Because
there's a thing that says that's gay?
It's the why are you gay drop that you always put.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not the only one on there.
No, it's not.
Good job, Kris.
Yeah, good job. In Washington, D.C., Representative Pramila Jayapal was out and screeching her nonsense at one of these rallies.
We are here to say free the immigrants that have been arrested. We are here to say end the ICE raids. End the ICE raids.
Where were they when every other president was doing this? Where were they under Barack Obama and Joe Biden when ICE was deporting people?
And it's always a bonus when a female at a microphone feels that she has to strain her voice and screech like that. It just
works
adds
really
a
well.
Certain level of awesome.
A certain je ne sais quoi, if you will.
No, I won't.
And I think you will. You won't? Okay.
I just want to see what would happen if
tired of people who say that if you debate and you disagree with this administration, somehow you're not patriotic. And we should stand up and say, we are Americans and we have a right to debate and disagree with any administration.
The sweet melodic tones of Hillary Clinton.
I go to sleep to that every night.
There's few occasions where you take the side of Bill Clinton.
Somebody else at the D.C. rally, the teachers' NEA president,
Remember
Becky Pringle.
Yeah.
Remember her?
Yeah. Depending on us to win all the things.
Yes.
NEA, we have to win all the things. All the things. All the things. Our colleagues are depending on us to win all the things. Keep going, NEA.
Mentally ill.
To preserve our democracy, we must win all the things. Delegates, we won't.
You're going to have a stroke, hon.
Back.
Calm down.
We will keep going forward because we are the NEA. We are the NEA. We are the NEA.
Wow.
Okay.
That brings back some memories of the Paul Wellstone funeral.
And help us win this election. Paul Wellstone.
Right.
For Paul Wellstone.
For Paul Wellstone.
Will you stand up
At his funeral.
and keep fighting?
Stand up and
for
fight.
social and economic justice. Say yes. We will win. We will win. We will win.
Okay.
We will win.
And of course, they promptly lost. So
Why do they have to scream?
I don't know.
And ask for the crowd to shout back at them. It's just so pathetic.
So anyway, here was Becky Pringle at the event in D.C. yesterday.
All the
so
things.
that's fun.
We the people.
All the things.
We the people.
Still doing it.
We the people. All of us have that right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of justice.
My gosh. Seriously, just mental illness.
Yeah.
Running rampant throughout that party.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's what it is. All the things.
Oh, man. And back in Los Angeles, then we got wonderful Mayor Karen Bass. She's been blaming President Trump, of course, for everything that's going on.
I just have to say that if you dial back time and go to Friday, If immigration raids had not happened here, we would not have the disorder that went on last night. I will tell you that it is peaceful now, but we do not know where and when the next raids will be. That is the concern, because people in the city have a rapid response network. If they see ICE, they go out and they protest. And so it's just a recipe for pandemonium that is completely unnecessary. Nothing was happening here. Los Angeles was peaceful before Friday.
It's Friday, Puddin'. Friday.
So in other words, if you just would
don't uphold U.S. law.
Right. Let us be lawless,
all right?
And we won't cause any trouble.
Leave illegal aliens alone. And all these criminals who have murdered, raped, stolen, just leave them alone, and it'll be fine. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. All right, let me tell you about Real Estate Agents I Trust. Because when you're selling your home, buying a home, you need some help. I mean, it's really stressful, and it's a massive investment. And so in order to get the most money for your home, you need to know what kind of improvements to make before you try to sell it. Or do you need to make any? Maybe you just sell it as is, and that's how you get the most for your money. I'm not the one to be able to advise you on that, but Real Estate Agents I Trust are the ones to do this, because these are the best agents in the country. They've been carefully vetted by Glenn's team. This is his company. And so we just found the best agents in each area, and we set you up with them. It's just that easy. So go to realestateagentsitrust.com. It's a free service that we provide to you. We just put you together with a realtor, and then you ride off into the sunset together, arm in arm or hand in hand, whichever you prefer. But you're going to get the most money for your home, or the most home for your money, or both. Real Estate Agents I Trust, the name says it all. realestateagentsitrust.com.
Pat Gray Unleashed continues.
So after her blaming of President Trump for what's going on, later on in the day, she had more. Karen Bass.
We need to stop the raids. This should not be happening in our city. It is not warranted.
It's unbelievable to me.
The only thing it does is contribute to chaos. This was chaos that was started at Washington, D.C. On Thursday, the city was peaceful. On Friday, it was not, because of the intervention of the federal government.
So she said,
it's unbelievable.
So she said, stop the riots? Is that what she said at the very beginning of this? Is that what she said? Let's hear the very beginning of this again. Stop the riots? That's what a normal mayor would say.
Stop the raids.
Oh, the raids. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. This woman.
Wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking.
Just don't stop destroying the city.
Right.
Stop enforcing the law. It is insanity, man.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
It's a madhouse!
Mm-hmm.
A madhouse!
Border Czar Tom Homan made it clear that no sanctuary city is safe.
Well, I ain't leaving. Well, as a matter of fact, we got over 100 teams out today enforcing immigration law, and we're going to flood the zone. I've said for a month, sanctuary cities. You don't want us to arrest these bad guys that you just listed out. We could arrest them in the safety and security of a county jail, but they won't let us into jail. They release them into the community, which means we got to send a whole bunch of teams in the community to find this dangerous person that don't want to be found. So sanctuary cities are going to get exactly what they don't want. More officers in the communities and more officers in worksite. We can't arrest them in jail or arrest them in the community. If we can't arrest them in the community, we're going to increase worksite enforcement operation. We're going to flood the zone. And based on what LA's doing right now, we're going to continue to flood the zones. We're going to be there tonight. We're going to be there tomorrow. We're going to be there every day in the next 4 years, arresting public safety threat illegal aliens. We're not going to apologize for doing it. So We're not going anywhere, Jesse. We're going to do the job the American people voted Donald Trump in office for. We're going to make America safe again, one illegal alien criminal at a time. And this is another reason we need the big, beautiful bill passed so we can hire more ICE agents, get more technology, and help us find these people. Look, we got over 20 million illegal aliens in this country. We got less than 5,000 deportation officers. We're outnumbered. You want more criminals taken off the street? You want more efficient operations? Then they need to pass this bill and fund ICE and fund the Border Patrol to keep President Trump's promise to the American people.
No, but Mayor Bass said you need to stop the raids.
Yeah.
She said you must stop them because everything was fine before you started doing that. How dare you continue these raids? How dare you enforce U.S. law? How dare you remove violent criminals from our streets? I mean, they are providing a vital service, committing the crimes that no American will commit. My gosh. Attorney General Pam Bondi made it clear that rioters will be found and brought to justice.
The cinder block case, Sean. Remember that case? We have breaking news right now. The case where the guy was breaking up the cinder blocks and he was throwing them at police cars. The police officer, the federal officer had injured his hand. He was wearing a mask. The FBI has identified him. Bill Isali, our incredible U.S. attorney out there working with ATF, DEA, and the FBI have been doing a remarkable job. That guy has just been identified, and they are doing a search warrant on his house as we speak. And he has been identified. See his face. He is going to be on, his name is Reyes. He is going to be on the most wanted list. You have broken the news. His face is out there right now. That's him. He has been identified by great police work by the FBI. So you can run. You can't hide. We are coming after you federally. If you assault a police officer, if you rob a store, if you loot, if you spit on a police officer, we're coming after you.
Good. That's the way it should be. I mean, I thought nobody was above the law. I guess they mean nobody but illegal aliens. I guess they are above the law. I mean, as many times as we have heard that in reference to Donald Trump, nobody's above the law. Okay, well, but you're saying these illegal aliens should be, right? Because if you don't want these raids to continue, that means you just want them left alone to do whatever they please in this country. Yeah, that's not the way it works. So you're going to have to get used to it. How does Los Angeles continue to put up with leadership like this over and over and over? They elect these Democrats who every time have this kind of mindset.
It's because you have such a large percentage of the populace that are illegal aliens. Gosh, what is the total now? I mean, last I checked, it was 30-something%. Yeah. Percentage of Los Angeles.
That's illegal?
Yeah. They aren't even here legally, man.
Wait, that 30 I gave you in the ear, that was 30 seconds.
Okay, so 10% is undocumented. 40% was born in another country. Sorry.
40%.
Holy crap.
Wow. 888-900-3393. More coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
With some tweets. New Bomb Turk tweets, if you take away their Pride Month parades, you get riots. The left needs something really destructive to do outdoors.
I don't. That's an interesting theory.
Yeah. Kara 3022. College athletes get full ride scholarships and now make millions? Yes. Sorry, since they can afford to pay for their education, these scholarships should be revoked and given to another eligible student who needs it. Yeah, except they won't. They won't be doing that. Butt-wiping dreamer. Maybe don't have illegals in your city requiring ICE to have a raid to go get. Yeah.
Too simple, man.
And the stat in Los Angeles that Keith was trying to spit out a little while ago, 40% of LA residents were born in a different country. 40%. Sheesh. 10% are believed to be illegal aliens.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, I'm sure that 75% of the foreign-born are here legally.
Oh, sure.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
So only the 10%.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Plus, there's been quite a few injuries to police officers so far that have been injured in this thing. At least 5, and probably more now. And they continue to loot and vandalize and burn vehicles. It's a good thing these are mostly peaceful protests because just some of the city is burning right now. And only some officers have been injured so far. Not all of them. And not every building in L.A. has been burned to the ground. So that's good.
And here it is, the picture of the new BOLO. So be on the lookout. This is the guy that was throwing bricks at vehicles.
Oh. Did they haven't caught him, though.
Have not caught him.
He's wanted by the FBI.
Yes, and it's a $50,000 reward from the FBI. But look at his face. Do we have his face? Look at that.
He looks like a fun guy.
He is a fun guy, Pat.
Yeah.
A working man, a family man. Just wants a better life.
An LA man. He's a California man. He's probably got a wife and children at home, and they need him, and you can't separate people from their families.
And this mugshot looks like he's been in trouble because that's not your normal selfie. That looks like some, maybe
like
got behind bars.
Yeah, like a wanted poster or something.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe this guy's not as nice as we're portraying
as Maryland man.
Yes.
As sweet and wonderful and as sainted as Maryland man.
We don't know if he's worked with veterans.
Oh,
yet,
right.
But look at his face.
But look at him. He looks fun.
Yes.
He's the guy you want to have over at your barbecue while you have fun watching cars burn.
And no tattoos, so he's not MS-13, so he's safe to invite to the house.
Well, have we seen his hand yet? Which we don't know for sure.
No.
Because maybe it's not on his face. It could be on his hand. We don't know. We just don't know right now. Let me tell you about Beam Organics. Right now, they are proudly founded in America and run by people who share our values, hard work, integrity, delivering results. Beam is a healthy nighttime blend with science-backed ingredients shown to improve your sleep so you wake up refreshed and ready to take on the day. If you've ever taken, say, something like Ambien, which knocks you out for about a week and a half, and then you wake up feeling groggy and like you missed a lot of activities in a week and a half, and you just don't want that to happen. Well, Beam is made with all natural ingredients, reishi, magnesium, L-theanine, apigenin, and melatonin, and so all of that is designed to help you fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up refreshed and feeling great. Unlike other sleep aids, no next day grogginess, just great restful sleep. And right now, Beam is giving my listeners the ultimate Patriot discount of up to 40% off. You can try their best-selling Dream Powder and get 40% off for a limited time. Just go to shopbeam.com and use the promo code PAT at checkout. That's shopbeam, shopbeam.com/PAT with the promo code PAT. And get up to 40% off for better sleep. And you'll wake up stronger, and you'll show up ready for work or whatever you need to do, and have a great time doing it. Whether maybe you're even watching cars burn.
I was just going to say,
It would be really fun, right? It'd be really fun. Shopbeam.com/Pat.
Pat Gray Unleashed is back.
Okay. We got one clip from what's happening in Los Angeles. It sums it up perfectly. Listen to this illegal alien protester here.
We don't agree with the term illegal. We're undocumented. We've been here for thousands of years before you guys showed up, screwed up everything. We think we should organize together with the U.S. working class and fight together and create a better system. We're anti-capitalist. We think socialism does work, real socialism, not Venezuela, not Cuba, not any of that crap that they try to sell us as socialism. And we believe it would be a more humane system that will take care of most of all people's necessities.
Is there a country we can look to kind of model the socialism idea?
The only model would be Soviet Union the first 4 years.
Yeah, that went
After that, it became a mess. Sadly,
first 4 years
there was a bureaucrat leadership that grew out of that.
Okay.
But it has to do mainly with the attacks in the U.S. and all big powers against that system that was working. In the few years that it lasted, it showed the world that it could do much better than capitalism.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sure. That is unreal.
But just the first 4 years, Pat.
Just the first
Ignore
4
the
years.
Rest.
So
Just the first
I'm
4
looking
years.
up what this guy's talking about because I've never heard it broken up like that. The first 4 years, they apparently were using the free market as a guide. I mean,
wait.
But that doesn't, that's not what he said.
Well, that's weird.
He hates capitalism. But that's when it was working.
The first 4 years.
Yeah.
And they've been here for thousands of years.
Before you came and messed it up.
Way before we came and messed things up. Yeah, we really made a mess of this country, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
In comparison to Mexico and Latin America, yeah, what a mess we've made of things.
Can you flush your wipes down the toilet here?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Oh.
I can drink the water, too.
Can
right
you
out
drink
of the
the water
faucet.
here? Out of the faucet?
Right directly from the faucet to my mouth. That is... Okay, the first 4 years of the Soviet Union were terrific. I think everybody admits that,
yes.
right? Now, the last 4, not so much. And anything in the middle, not great. But those first 4 years.
We just need to repeat the first 4 years every time.
God, jeez.
So now there's an answer to when has communism been done right.
And the first 4 years of the Soviet Union.
The first 4 years when they weren't doing communism.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Not Cuba. No, not Venezuela. No. Okay. Here's why there's no example of socialism working. Right. It doesn't!
So that guy admitted, I'm undocumented. I'm not illegal. Okay, so round his ass up. And then when you're done with him, clip 21, Joe, this Minnesota state rep who made an admission on the record yesterday.
Oh, yeah, this is amazing.
Because his mother had died. My father, as the one processing the paperwork, put my grandmother down as his mother. Okay. And so I am illegal in this country. Okay. My parents are illegal here in this country.
Okay. Tom Homan's coming for you.
Yeah.
That knock is Tom Homan. He's there to take you straight to prison. She backed off of that stance, didn't she, later in the day? A little bit? I think a little bit. Yeah.
Did she remember
she
Tom
Homan? Clarified.
Oh, no. What did she say?
Because I'm sure somebody said, ooh, that was not a good idea because they will arrest you then. Wow.
Have you heard on the street Tom Homan is in charge?
It's just crazy. Oh, these people.
Oh, she says, I am a citizen.
Yeah, she says she and her parents are citizens. Okay, well, why did you say you were illegals then? Why?
So you lied?
Which one is a lie?
Right.
Yeah, she lied sometime. Either right there or later in the day. I don't know. Also, yesterday at the White House, President Trump landed in Marine One and before talking with the press, took a little detour.
Look at this here. All right, so it gets off there. Look, oh, he's pointing over here. He's going over to the crane. I love how the Marine follows him. That's so cool. All right, what's he doing over there, huh? Let's find out.
Here's who he was talking to.
Look at this. I mean, that's a man of the people right there. Over there talking to the construction
remember when
guys?
Biden used to go talk to the construction workers all
day,
the time?
every day. That's why he kept running off to the woods.
Yeah. And look at that.
I mean, this clip went on and on and on for 7 or 8 minutes.
Oh, really?
We just scoped a short piece of this.
And of course,
Oh,
he's
look,
gonna
you
do
get
a
the
picture.
picture.
Got a picture with him.
He got to get a. Do you see that? He's not touching.
He's
the
not
president.
touching him.
I love this clip.
His hands are dirty.
He's like,
probably.
okay, I can't touch him.
Yeah,
but I'm just gonna. That's awesome. That's respect.
That is amazing.
That's respect right there.
So that's that big, beautiful flagpole, huh?
Yes. Remember, he was going to do two of them, right?
Is that right?
One in the front and one in the back.
I didn't know that was just one.
I think it was two. Because he said an American flag has never been put up there,
which is weird.
It is weird.
It is weird. And
have we put a Mexican flag up there?
That's every day. That's all day, every day.
Good. All right. Good.
I'm ashamed that you asked.
That's coming.
If there's like a Mexican flag flying, like it's always there.
I like his idea. I love Donald Trump's love of country.
Yeah.
I'm just curious how it's going to look, because if the flag's too small, it's going to look weird.
Childish.
If it's too big, it's going to look like a car dealership. It's like there's got to be a happy medium in there somewhere.
Like the dealerships here in Texas, where they got a 2,000 feet long flag.
There's flags around here for car dealers.
So humongous, Pat.
Ridiculous isn't even. It's not a good enough word.
No, it's not.
So I don't want it to look gaudy like that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I trust Trump's judgment on the flag thing. We'll see.
So then the president walked over to the press, where he was asked about California Governor Gavin Newsom during daring border czar Tom Homan to arrest him.
Gavin Newsom he's daring Tom Homan to come and arrest him. Should he do it?
Should he do it?
I would do it. If
I would do it.
Tom, I think it's great. Gavin likes the publicity, but I think it would be a great thing. He's done a terrible job. Look, I like Gavin Newsom. He's a nice guy, but he's grossly incompetent. Everybody knows. All you have to do is look at the little railroad he's building.
Yeah.
It's about 100 times over budget. We're putting a flagpole over there. Under budget. I always do under budget.
That's awesome.
We talked about the little train situation yesterday. Yeah, they are way over budget. Started at $33 billion to build a railway from Los Angeles to San Francisco, and it's going to go, I don't know, 200 miles an hour or whatever. And started at a budget of $33 billion. It's now well over $100 billion. So it's not 100 times.
Is that a problem?
Yeah, it's a problem. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this was on Pat Gray Overtime yesterday. Subscribe to The Blaze if you haven't yet. Somebody, because we talked about trains and we talked about Dallas to Houston. Right now, if you want to get there, it takes almost 24 hours.
On a train from Dallas to Houston, it's a 4-hour drive. Okay,
I wanted to do it, but I didn't.
4-hour car drive, 23 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
To get from Dallas to Houston on a train right now.
Yeah, so if you do that, I guess the stops are Dallas to Fort Worth to San Antonio to Houston, and a lot of layover in between, like 8 hours
8-hour
sleeping
layover.
at a train station. Well, somebody on social media yesterday, after watching Pat Gray Overtime, suggested we send Cruz on this train ride and just have him document this in real time for us.
Would be awesome, Chris.
I will do it 100% because I've been trying to do it. I just need an excuse. So you guys give me the excuse. I will so do it.
24 hours
24-hour vlog.
And it just needs to be a live stream. Like constantly we have to see you for 24 hours straight.
Okay. I don't know if you'll have cell reception.
Well,
it's kind of hard to believe that there is no train that goes directly from Dallas to Houston.
I'm a train guy.
That's incredible.
I love train travel.
Do you?
I love it.
Okay.
So I was trying to do it.
All right.
And I saw
it's only $57 or whatever?
Yeah, it's not that bad.
$57,
yeah.
And the 24 hours, that's a lot. So then I just took the bus, which only took 12 hours. So I didn't.
12 on the bus?
Yes. Because we had to make stops. I did not like the.
Wait, did you just do that? Did you just go by bus?
Oh, no. This was like a couple years ago.
Okay.
This is why we have cars in America.
That's right.
Yeah, but it was my car was already down there. So I just had to get to the car.
Okay.
Because my wife took it, and I didn't want to take a second car. So I was like, I'll take the train. Nope. Okay, I'll take the bus. Only 12 hours.
So to recap, it takes 24 hours to fly or to take a train from Dallas to Houston, but you could, in theory, take a flight from South Houston to North Houston.
Yes.
Remember this, Pat? When we lived there? I mean, that's still a thing.
From
Hobby Airport
from
up
Hobby
to
to Bush. Yeah.
I know you.
There are planes that will take you there.
I sent my wife from DFW to Houston in a Frontier $45 plane ride. 45 minutes, done.
$45?
Yes, $45.
In 45 minutes.
In 45 minutes.
All right.
Frontier.
That's great. Okay, but the train thing, definitely on.
Oh,
you
yes.
got to do that.
I will
that would be
definitely
awesome. God, 24-hour train trip that it takes you, 200 miles or something. All right. 888-933-93. Let me tell you about a brand new sponsor to the show, Native Path Supplements. Just started taking their fish oil supplement because I heard that omega-3s were good for you, right? And I've fought that a lot, and I've taken the fish oil stuff, and then I can't handle the sensation of burping up fish taste all day.
That's the worst feeling ever.
These do not do that to me, which I love. And so I've only started taking them for, a week or so. But if you're taking the fish oil, the regular fish oil with the omega-3s, you don't know where that omega-3 came from. You don't know how much is in it. It's just really, it's a crapshoot, basically. And they have found, there have been studies that show that these omega-3s in the regular fish oil might not be doing much for you at all. Ask yourself 3 questions. Has it lowered your blood pressure or cholesterol? Has it helped ease joint pain or stiffness? And has it reduced inflammation or swelling? If your answer is no or maybe, you're not alone. Because I didn't feel any real difference either with the fish oil. But very excited about this krill oil. It is shown to be much better for you. It has a powerful antioxidant called astaxanthin. And when you start taking it, you're going to feel the difference. And right now, I'll get you up to 66% off, free shipping, and a 365-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't feel a real difference in your health, you get your money back, no questions asked. But this special offer is only available at nativekrill.com/Pat. Native, N-A-T-I-V-E, nativekrill.com/Pat. Try it today. See if that works for you. I really think it's going to make a difference in your life. It's nativekrill.com/Pat.
Like what you hear? Listen to more at youtube.com/Pat Gray.
So Giblets tweets, that Pedro dude sounds like the Bernie Sanders of Mexico. Didn't he? Lone Wolf 2965, interesting. So socialism has been tried over the decades repeatedly and has accrued a whole 4 years of supposed success. Sounds like a winner.
Awesome.
Yeah, except for there were not even 4 years of success with socialism. They can't even lay claim to that. Inside the White House yesterday, Trump answered some questions from the press while he attended a roundtable of business leaders. And, of course, the president was asked if he'd spoken to Elon Musk in the past few days.
Him on the phone anytime soon?
I haven't really thought about it, actually. I would imagine he wants to speak to me. I would think that. If I were him, I'd want to speak to me, and maybe he's already called. You'd have to ask him whether or not he's already called. But I'd have no problem with it.
If he calls you, pick up and speak.
Well, I don't want to say that, but I would imagine he'd want to talk to me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So they haven't spoken. Now, yesterday, it sounds like he softened a little bit because he was saying he had no interest in a reconciliation with Elon. Now kind of sounds like he's open to it.
Yeah, and Elon, I'm looking for the tweet here. I mean, obviously he deleted the 2 most inflammatory tweets.
Yeah, the impeachment thing and the stuff about Epstein.
But he praised Trump for something yesterday. I'm looking for the tweet. I can't recall what it was. And Trump said Starlink is a great service yesterday. So Yeah.
All right, so it's softening a little bit.
There we go. Yeah. They're feeling each other out right
now. President Trump was also asked about Greta Thunberg.
Do you have a message for Greta Thunberg, and did she come up on your call with the Prime Minister today?
Well, she's a strange person. She's a young, angry person. I don't know if it's real anger. It's hard to believe, actually, but I saw what happened. She's certainly different.
Yes.
Anger management. I think she has to go to an anger management class.
Do you
That's
think she
my primary recommendation for
Was
her.
she kidnapped by Israel,
No,
as she says? Was she kidnapped?
I find it. I think Israel has enough problems without kidnapping Greta Thunberg.
Yeah, I think you're right.
How dare you?
I think you're right. Here's that video of the kidnapping of Greta and her friends.
Wait, the Israelis are giving them food and water.
Yeah.
What nice kidnappers.
Uh-huh.
It's a little
kidnapped by
sandwiches.
A little different than what happened on October 7th, Greta. That was kidnapping.
Water?
Oh, my God.
Water?
Brutal. Look at how brutal that was. Wow. How did she survive that?
What a disgrace.
Yeah, she's the worst.
What a disgrace
How dare you?
call that a kidnap. And did I read correctly? Did Greta and her buddies there drop their phones in the ocean when...
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, ditch the phones. Greta Thunberg's crew throws their stuff.
Why?
I thought they loved the environment, and now they got these toxic. Let's see. So they didn't. I guess I don't know if there's evidence or something on the phones they don't want the IDF to see. I don't know, but they dropped them into the ocean. The climate activists that they are.
It's bizarre.
Okay.
So bizarre. I guarantee if Hamas had taken them hostage, they wouldn't have been passed sandwiches and water and been treated with respect and care. That would not have happened. They'd probably be dead right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I was saying, I mean, if you want to talk kidnapping, Greta, talk to the families of those who were...
oh my gosh.
The
girls,
hostages. Right, the hostages. The girls that were run down at the music festival, raped and thrown in the back of trucks. The mom with her two boys. Those were kidnapped.
Yeah.
This woman is just...
it's aggravating.
Terrible.
Aggravating. And it's amazing to think that she is an actual adult woman now. She was, 12 when we started hearing about her?
Yes.
And now she's, 47 or something.
Now she supports Hamas.
Yeah, right. She definitely is a Hamas sympathizer.
100%.
No doubt about that. 888-900-3393. More coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
All right, so we were talking about the train travel, first in California, but also in Texas. They're talking about an equally stupid rail line from
Are you for real?
Dallas to Houston.
Yeah.
Yes, because, I don't know, there's
nothing else.
Air?
No, Pat, you can't travel to Houston.
You can't?
No.
Really? You can't fly to Houston?
It's either
Okay.
train,
Yeah. Or
bus,
or you walk?
or walk.
Okay.
Train, bus, walk.
That's
it.
weird.
Horseback.
That's
Horseback, yes.
So it's way over budget in California. Their train from L.A. to San Francisco. It is. It's been projected to be $20 billion at the beginning for the Dallas to Houston line, but now it's $30 billion, and it'll probably never get built because there's already a train route from Dallas to Houston. You just have to go through San Antonio and have an 8-hour layover there, right? So we thought, hey, let's have Kris take this trip.
And I'll be taking it.
Dallas to Houston on the train.
Now, the only
so
thing...
you already got it booked.
I already got it booked.
Okay.
I'm going. But the only thing is, I'm not going to go to Dallas to Houston because there's a leg in Fort Worth, and I live in Fort Worth.
Oh.
So I'm just going to...
So there's Dallas. So it goes Dallas, Fort Worth, San Antonio.
Yes.
You're just going to go from Fort Worth to San Antonio to Houston.
And there's 6 stops from Fort Worth to San Antonio.
Okay. So it takes 8 hours to get from...
8 hours, Pat, calm down.
On the train, 8
hours and 14 minutes.
And 14 minutes.
Don't sell them short.
All right.
Okay.
And then it's another, 14 hours from San Antonio to Houston?
No, it's a 4:45. 4 hours, 45 minutes from...
Oh, that's right. You got the 8-hour layover.
I got an 8 hour... Yes, thank you. So I leave Fort Worth at 2. I get to San Antonio at 10:16. Then I have to somehow figure out where the heck I'm going to stay.
That's crazy.
Because I have to be back at the Amtrak station at 6:25 so that I can make it to Houston on Sunday. Now, remember, I left on Saturday.
Yeah,
at
Saturday
2 in the afternoon.
2 in the afternoon, and you arrive when?
In Houston at 11:10.
11:10.
And
so
it's stopping at
that's only
everybody's...
21 hours.
Every house along the way? Is that
Every
where
house,
it's stopping?
yes, that's where you get your...
That's what it feels like.
Your can of beans.
Oh, my gosh.
But I'll say this.
Insane.
I went a little bougie. For the first leg, I did get me a room.
Oh.
Because I'm there for 8 hours. I need a room.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you don't get... Oh, you want the whole train experience. You want to sleep in the station,
I
bro.
I will sleep in the station from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Oh, okay.
And then...
All right. But then you're taking you got a
coach.
sleeper car kind of thing?
Yeah, sleeper car for the first leg. And the second leg, I got me just,
And how much extra? Because that's not for $57, right?
No, so
what are you paying for that?
The whole thing would have been $57 something. It's $181 even.
$181 now,
which is not
bad.
a
flight
we did
to get you there in 45 minutes.
The same day.
Yeah,
$130.
So it's less. It's less to get there in 45 minutes
this is what
than it is 21 hours.
When the government
runs
the show.
Yep. Thank you, Amtrak. The government-run boondoggle. Oh,
but you get a free meal.
A free meal?
You get a free meal, Pat. And last time I went, I got a steak.
So let me ask you this. A train and a plane leave Dallas at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And are they both headed for Houston?
They're both headed for Houston.
Which is going to get there
Which one's going to get there? Which one's going to get there and back 12 times before the other one does?
Absolutely amazing.
Yep.
Okay. Well, good.
All right.
Texans love their rail travel, obviously.
Oh, Pat, they live there.
Yeah. I mean, we love it so much. There's not even a way to go on a train from the 2 biggest metropolitan areas in the South. There's just no way to do it. So,
well, Pat,
congratulations.
I looked. If I want to take the train from Dallas to Fort Worth, which is about what, 30 minutes? Can we agree 35-minute drive without traffic?
Yeah.
It's a 3-hour train. Right. 3 hours.
Unreal.
No stops.
No stops?
No stops.
What?
No stops from Dallas, EBJ, I think it's the station.
How is that possible?
And Fort Worth Center.
How is it possible that it takes 3 hours?
3 hours.
Wow, that's weird.
So
that is really
like
weird.
I said, hasn't been invented a way to get from Dallas to Fort Worth any quicker than that.
Right.
Except for Dr. Phil. He takes a flight, which is like 10 minutes.
Jeez, that's amazing. All right. Yesterday at HHS, Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr. fired all 17 members of the vaccine advisory panel.
That's a big deal, man.
All of them are gone. Kennedy said, "Today we are prioritizing the restoration of public trust above any specific pro or anti-vaccine agenda. The public must know that unbiased science, evaluated through a transparent process and insulated from conflicts of interest, guides the recommendations of our health agencies."
Good. I mean,
it's a good statement.
Yeah, the people on that board were definitely biased, and the influence over them, and especially with the COVID vaccines and recommendations for young children and all that stuff, that was so... I'm so glad to see just wipe the slate clean and start over with a whole group of people.
It's obviously what he's doing.
Yeah.
So, good for him. He's going to get all kinds of flack for that, of course.
He doesn't care.
And neither does Trump. Trump doesn't care about any of this stuff. He's getting flack. Do you know that 99.8, I think, percent of the, maybe it's only 98%, but almost all of the jobs created under Trump have been private sector. I think that's a massive record. Usually it's mostly government jobs, but not under this president.
Cool.
Also yesterday, the Army met its recruiting goal for the year. Wait, what? We're at June 10th, so June 9th, we met the recruiting goal for the year?
Fiscal year, yeah, so through September, right? Or
Yeah,
through,
4 months to spare. 4 months. And it was 10% higher than the previous fiscal year. 61,000 recruits have signed up in the past 8 months. So recruitment is up over all branches of service. And here's Defense Secretary talking about it.
Lawrence, it's historic. Of course it's a morale shift. It shifts back to the day President Trump was elected and then inaugurated. The spirit inside our armed forces is incredible. And it's not just the Army. You showed the Army numbers 4 months ahead of time. It's also the Air Force. It's also the Navy. It's also the Marine Corps, Coast Guard, and as the president says, law enforcement. I mean, across the board, the spirit of our country, the willingness and desire to serve, because they see leadership that believes in the country, that's going to have their back, that says we want you to be warriors. We're not doing this politically correct garbage anymore. We're doing war fighting. We're training. We're preparing. We're focused on back to basics. And the American people respond. The young people of America have responded, and they'll continue to respond. So the question is, do we have enough slots in basic training? and we're working on that.
Working on that.
Wow. Been a while since we've heard that kind of news from the Army, from the military.
I love it. And think of the three topics that we've focused on today. Well, not the trains, but the three Trump administration topics. I mean, this is exactly what someone like me voted for. Rounding up illegal aliens. We're overhauling the HHS and the vaccine stuff through the CDC with Robert Kennedy. And the military, you got to love to see the direction, the trajectory they're on. This is great stuff.
And a side note, did you know that almost 75% of young Americans can't meet the health, fitness, and academic standards required to join the military? So that's kind of a challenge right there for recruiters well.
Yeah.
That makes it tough.
Yeah, they made those numbers.
Wow. Made those numbers anyway.
In spite of that, yeah.
In spite of 75% of the available people not being able to even qualify. That's incredible. Let me take a minute and talk to all the wives and daughters. Father's Day is almost here, and if you're still scrambling for a gift, don't worry, we got you covered. Forget the last-minute grill gadget or coffee mug. What your husband really wants is something that speaks to who he is. In a world that mocks masculinity, traditional values, and fatherhood, he needs a place that still has his back, and that's why The Blaze is here. It's where unapologetic conservative voices call out the nonsense and stand up for what's right. Faith, family, and freedom. And right now, you can get our Father's Day special, which is $30 off an annual subscription when you use the code DAD30. D-A-D, DAD30. This week only. It's fast. It's easy. You don't have to wrap it. And it actually means something. So if you're still giftless, this is your moment to win Father's Day. Think of it as peace of mind. Think of it as firepower for his convictions. Skip the predictable gifts, the ties, the socks, that kind of thing. This Father's Day, give him something that actually matters. Go to blazetv.com/Pat. Use the promo code DAD30 and get this deal. Remind him he's not alone.
Pat Gray returns.
All right. Let's check in with Zohran Mamdani.
Oh, yeah, this guy.
Running for New York City mayor, right?
Yeah, because we played, was it on the regular show? We played his little
Yes, it was on the regular show.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. They're like, hey, we're going to lock in your rent
control.
Right? Rent control. And like there was fine print or something. It was.
Yep. Yeah, there was some kind of, I forget what the disclaimer was.
It wasn't really rent control.
No.
It was for a percentage.
Yeah. So this guy is this town hall little nugget here. I went and I looked up all this stuff that she claims in here, and it's accurate. This guy's scary as hell.
Okay.
I am Donald Trump's worst nightmare as a progressive Muslim immigrant. New Yorkers मुश्किल से afford कर रहे हैं रोटी, कपड़ा और मकान. मैं ये सब बदलने के लिए लड़ रहा हूँ.
Zohran Mamdani, a radical socialist and Muslim terrorist sympathizer who's proudly described himself as more extreme than the far left, says he's Donald Trump's worst nightmare. He only became a U.S. citizen a few years ago, and his father is a Ugandan Muslim nationalist who also spread anti-Western ideology at Columbia. Shocker. So when this radical lunatic is polling second behind Andrew Cuomo and making the grandma killer actually look like the sane option, you know New York is in serious trouble.
So when she said he's running second behind Andrew Cuomo, who is bad enough, Andrew Cuomo, look at this polling right here. Look how close they are. Andrew Cuomo at 37%, Zohran at 18.5%.
Wow.
And the rest of the field,
my gosh,
single digits.
Jeez.
That's wow. Okay. Good luck, New York. Godspeed. That town.
So this was the guy who did the really upbeat, friendly.
Look how nice I am.
Hey, I'm going to freeze rent control. You're not going to have to, your rent won't go up.
Ignore my radical ties. And
wow.
He was 2016. Wow. He was big behind Bernie Sanders. So he's definitely far left for sure.
Yeah. So he's Donald Trump's worst nightmare, right there. Okay. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with you. Forget about it. Then we've got ABC News, who just suspended one of their reporters who called a Trump advisor, Trump and his advisor, world-class haters.
So weird.
Terry Moran at ABC News has been suspended after he described top White House aide Stephen Miller as richly endowed with the capacity for hatred on social media.
Okay.
Huh.
Cool.
In a now deleted post, Terry Moran, who recently conducted an interview with Donald Trump, said that the president and his deputy chief of staff were both world-class haters. Now, this is something that the administration has said ABC has a problem with, and that's the bias that they come with. And then Terry Moran just went out and proved it for him. So that was nice of him. He just went out and proved that there's a definite bias to these people. ABC News spokesperson said Moran has been suspended pending further evaluation, adding ABC News I love this. Here's their statement. ABC News stands for objectivity and impartiality. Does it? In its news coverage, and does not condone subjective personal attacks on others. The Post does not reflect the views of ABC News and violated our standards. According to a screenshot of the Post, Moran said that Miller was not the brains behind Trumpism, and his ability to translate the movement's impulses into policy was not brains, it's bile. Well, that sounds impartial, right? That's not biased.
And what is Terry's last name again?
Moran.
Oh, Moran.
Yeah, not moron. It's Moran.
What?
Yeah.
Why would you even go
I
there?
don't know. I just wanted to clear that up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not how you pronounce it. He said, you can see that his hatreds are his spiritual nourishment. He eats his hate.
He eats his hate.
Jeez.
Okay.
He added of Trump is a world-class hater, but his hatred is only a means to an end, and that end is his own glorification. But again, that's not bias. That's completely impartial,
Yeah, and look, what percentage of reporters, we know they feel this way about Trump and his administration. Terry Moran just made the mistake of publicly saying this.
Right.
They're all saying this behind closed
Of course they are.
parties.
But ABC can't just let that lay.
No.
They can't just let that go. They got to say, oh, okay, yeah, he's suspended. And I would imagine he'll be fired at the end of the suspension. Because how could you ever have credibility again? How could you ever report on Donald Trump and have anybody believe it?
And coworkers, Keith, I don't know if you saw this story, but coworkers are upset for the suspension of Terry.
Oh, what are they saying?
I'm going to find it here, but they were not happy about that.
They were not happy he was suspended, or they're not happy with his comment? Because I thought it was that they weren't happy that he...
Yeah, I saw that they didn't like that.
Yeah, they thought he played right into the Trump administration's theme on ABC News, and he did. He did. Huh. But maybe you found something different? I don't know. Who knows? But this is why the Trump administration can't stand ABC News. Because, well, this.
Hold on. Can the Trump administration stand NBC News?
No.
Can the Trump administration stand CBS News?
No.
CNN?
No.
How about MSNBC?
No.
Washington Post?
No.
Sorry.
New York Times?
I'll take that back. You guys were right. The Stafford were
yeah, they were upset at Terry Moran.
At Terry.
Yeah.
Over stupid verbal assault.
Right. That's why
verbal assault. Holy cow.
That's why I think he'll probably wind up being fired.
They're saying that he should be fired. The staffers are saying he should be fired. Quote.
And he will be. He will be. I mean, what are you going to do after this? Where do you go with that? And who hires him? I don't know.
MSNBC behind paywall.
CNN.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, the bad ratings over there are even worse now at MSNBC. Can hire him to do something over there for sure. It can't be any worse than it is now. I mean, that time slot, the Jen Psaki. I mean, what a mess.
It is a mess.
They've lost all sorts of audience size over there.
CNN has, MSNBC has. Yeah, it's not good for the liberal cable networks.
How much you guys think Terry Moran makes?
At ABC?
Yes.
He's the senior correspondent or whatever.
He's the senior level correspondent who covers the White House.
And $2.5 million.
Oh, 600 to 900 a year.
Oh, okay. 600 to 900,000
a year. Yep.
No, that's less than I thought.
According to them, this will help Deborah O'Connell if he gets fired because she has to do some budget cuts. So firing him will help. Here's an excuse.
Yeah, but don't they have to? You got to hire somebody else to replace him. So I don't know how that helps much, unless you just pay him less. I guess. Yeah, I guess you could do that. All right. So he was only making $600,000 to $900,000. Poor guy.
Only.
Poor guy. I mean, did he have a second job on the side?
He did.
I hope so. Because how do you make ends meet that way? You can't. You can't. Not in New York City. And I imagine that's where he's based.
I think Washington.
Oh,
yes.
was he?
It's Washington, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Washington's expensive, too. All right. To end on a lighter note, because so many things have been heavy. We've got riots. We've got insane reporters. How about a list of the 20 greatest songs of all time?
Yes.
It starts out with the 20th greatest song of all time, Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen from 1975. I don't know anybody who doesn't love that song. And that includes my kids. That includes pretty much everybody I know. That just seems like a song that is pretty much generally loved by all. Do you like the song, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You're what, 12? 14?
Yes. No, 7.
Okay.
7.
Also, Imagine by John Lennon, which I absolutely despise.
Oh, okay.
I hate the song.
It's a fun song.
I hate the message. It's not fun. It's a communist manifesto put to music, but in every one of these lists, it's on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every single time. Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan from 1965. Anybody see the Dylan movie? What was it called? Wasn't Like a Rolling Stone. What was the name of that thing? Timothy Chalamet played Dylan. Nobody's seen it. Huh?
A Complete Unknown?
Yeah, Complete Unknown. Yeah. Respect by Aretha Franklin in there. Not one of my favorites. Smells Like Teen Spirit, which makes all of these lists too, which is kind of a mediocre song if you ask me. Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. Okay. What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. Hey Jude by the Beatles. Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin. That's a song you know, right, Chris? You know that one? Stairway to Heaven?
Oh, heck yes.
Oh, okay.
You play it all the time.
I play it all the time?
Yeah, when we do like our listen overtime. And It's like what, 14 minutes long?
14 minutes long.
You like go to the end.
I believe it's 8 minutes long.
Like I said,
7 or 8. But apparently Robert Plant, who wrote the lyrics in that song, Jimmy Page wrote the music. Robert Plant hates that song. It's one of the reasons he wouldn't get together with the band members and do a Led Zeppelin tour again. He never wanted to play Stairway to Heaven ever again. I don't know how that happens. I mean, it's
a good song.
It's one of the quintessential rock songs of all time. And the guy who wrote it can't stand it. Then we got Stevie Wonder, Superstition. Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. Maybe one of the most overrated bands of all time, I think. Good Vibrations, when that came out, it was the most expensive song ever recorded.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. But it was 1966, so I think it cost $50,000 or $60,000 to make, and at the time that was real money. Born to Run, which we just heard a great rendition of by somebody who was imitating Bruce Springsteen, and that's about what he was doing the whole time. The only thing you understood was when he got to Maybe We Were Born to Run. No Woman, No Cry by Bob Marley and the Wailers. I mean, it's not one of the great songs of all time. Yeah. Come on. Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen.
That one.
Yeah, it's a great song. I mean, everybody has done that song, not just Leonard Cohen. But that song has been done by literally every living being who sings.
Jeff Buckley owns it, by the way.
That's great. Yeah, we lost him. Was it drowning? Is that what Jeff Buckley died of? Yeah, he drowned.
That's sad.
He drowned. It is sad. It's been a while, though, so you might want to get over it now.
Well, I just learned about it. I just learned about it. Like, let me mourn.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
It was in the 90s, yeah.
By the way, he's not able to swim as far as he needs to.
Okay.
I was trying to break it to him easily, gently. Yeah. Bridge Over Troubled Water. Gimme Shelter by the Rolling Stones. I Will Always Love You, not one of the greatest songs of all time, Whitney Houston. Purple Rain by Prince. And Hotel California by the Eagles.
Where are the Connells? What? Where are the Connells?
Same place they always are. Not on the list.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.